might be. It's noisy. I'm at the boxing after party. Tell that little piglet I will kill him. Okay, if you 1000% want it, Porky, then come on, let's go do it. Let's do it sooner. Let's do it right. Let's do it straight away. Don't put no clause in all the rest of it, because I'll punch the living daylights out of you. Right? And I'm seriously, and so many people are saying, Spencer, don't go down to his level. Don't go down to his level. But I'm saying, no, I will punch the living daylights out of you. You're useless. You're pathetic. You're an actual laughing stock. It's embarrassing. So come with your tough talk and let's just have it. I've sent you emails. You haven't replied back to my emails. I've left messages on your posts and you stopped people from leaving comments on your posts. So let's do it, man. Come on. I want to do it. And watch what I do to you.
Right, second thing I want to mention. There you go. What is that? Who's that?
That looks like a contract, doesn't it?
It's a boxing contract from Spencer Fearon's management legal team. This is going to be on members area sometime this week. I'm going to dissect it with somebody who knows about these things. I don't know a little bit about contracts. I didn't sit on my ass for 5 years with Dennis, so I've gone through it all. I managed to finally go through it all. This is going to be a really popular video. This one when I've got this time, because what planet is Spencer Fearon? What planet are you on? But we're going to put this over here. I'm probably going to film that at some point in this month on members area as a little treat for everybody. But Spencer, what planet are you on? That's all I want to know, mate. All right. Well, keep yourself in good shape, Spencer, because we will do a battle next year. Right. I want to ask you. Go on.
I was going to say, I want to know, has he done a special? Does he want someone to be a special guest referee like they do in WWE?
Now, Mickey Fear's going to referee it. We're going to do a battle in Mick's gym. Mick's going to ref it, or some other guy down there, Noel, who's a nice guy, and that's it. Spencer's going to turn up on his own, like he said he was, and we'll do a battle. But you don't have to tie your arm behind your head, Spencer. I want it all to be fair. All right. But we will do a battle, but not yet. As you can see, Spencer, I'm not in good nick at the moment. I'm not in good nick at all. Let's have a little look. We've covered Conor Benn. Eubank Williams. Do you think that's a good fight? I do.
I do. Because I think they both walk forward.
Yeah, and another thing as well about that fight.
Oh, what's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. So we just heard there from my doggy, Don Spenny, airing out the pork. Yeah, the piglet. Listen, piglet, what can I say? Now, you put a video out a little while ago. You're wielding this shill called Peter de Freitas, who allegedly knows a lot about contracts, but exposed that he ain't got a clue about contract. Talking about this, that, the other. Listen, a contract here, let me tell you now, a contract, or a first draft contract is something, it's not something you sign and send back. So Mr. Professional Contract Analyzer, or allegedly, I've worked with Nigel Benn. Listen, when you work with Nigel Benn, did you sign and send back the first draft that got sent to you? I hope you didn't. Because the way you're talking about, oh, this was wrong, that was wrong, that's what a whole first draft's for, you numpty. The first draft is sent so you can then, it initiates negotiations. Someone's got to send the first draft. What? Listen to Pork. Listen, Mr. De Freitas. Why didn't you send the first draft then? Since you know so much, yeah, about what's correct, why didn't you send it? Oops. Because it's all well and good. People, what you notice about talkers is, talkers are good at talking. Yeah, the pork was good at talking. What he's not good at is walking. Walking would have been, listen, Don Spenny. Listen, Tunde. Your contract was trash. Here's a real contract. Let me and Mr. Big Dog De Freitas show you how it's really done. Oops, where was that? Oh. So you didn't have no real intentions of trying to make the fight. What you mean to say is that you just want to sit there and whine online. Like a big bubbly round big thing. Yeah? Like a big bubbly big thing talking. That's what you wanted to do. And all of your goofy followers lapped it all up. Oh yeah, go on Pork. Go on the Pork. Yeah, you're right, this is wrong. If it's so wrong, where was your real contract sent out? Yeah, Don Spenny, your contract's wrong. Don't worry, we've sent our own. Our professional legal team sent it over, the real thing. Yeah, you didn't do that, did you? Yeah, you didn't do it. Because you don't want to fight. You've been late. Oh, I'm super duper sick and this, that, the other, and I'm super duper. You look fine to me. Yeah? Oh, well, I'm back in trade, I'm going to do this. Listen, how long can it be? Because it's been a minute now already. It's been a big minute. And the people want to know. Yeah? Because I've got a theory that you're planning on just riding this one into obscurity as such. You want to just, oh, I'm super, yeah, you know, one of them ones. One of them stretched out ones. And that's why I give it a while. I give it a month. But you quiet. Yeah? You ain't trying to get back in the fold. And Don Spenny, we ain't forgot. He hungry. He wants some. He want you bad. Yeah? So like I said, if your legal team is so smart and on it, when they're going to send theirs through then? Pork. Yeah? If you know so much about contracts, Don Spenny wants to know, it's been a month since you criticised their contract. Where's yours then? Where's your alternative version? Because like I said, people who really know contracts, like the YB, knows that a first draft is exactly that, a first draft. That initiates the conversation. At which point, your big legal team, the Pork, Mr. DeFreitas, who's supposed to know it all, is supposed to then counter it. The bits you didn't like in that first draft, you're supposed to counter and send back. At which point, Don Spenny would see the parts you've amended and he would counter, and that's how it goes back. That's how these things. Let me educate Mr. DeFreitas. Yeah? Let me educate your big legal Don on his own alleged game. That's how it's supposed to go. And that's why, if you didn't know, that's why these things take time, and that's why often these things fall through. Because if two people if you can't agree on changing a particular stipulation, then it can't be done, can it? And that's why you hear about these negotiations going back and forth, and then it falls through at the last minute. Because for whatever reason, there's a block. But you didn't do that. You took the first draft. Imagine that. Imagine receiving a first draft of a contract and then saying, oh, it's rubbish, look at this. You having a laugh? In fact, Don Spenny's legal team, legally, they have to be almost prejudicial against the Pork, if that makes sense. They've got to act in the best interest of their clients. That's what your legal team is supposed to do the same. And that's why it's supposed to end up somewhere in the middle. But if you just take the first draft and say, oh, it's bad. Well, what were you thinking? Were you thinking it was going to say, be in your favour? So, who does that? No one. Yeah? So you weren't being, and obviously most of your followers are dopey. So in fact all of them are. That's why none of them picked up on it. Not one picked up on it. Oh, wait there a minute. Why aren't you just countering it, the contract, and sending back your second draft? Why aren't you doing that? Oops. Why are you? And that's, you can always tell when someone isn't serious, because the minute you take something that's serious, i.e. a contract, and plaster it all online, that shows you ain't trying to really make the fight, are you? You ain't trying to be serious. Because someone who's been serious would at least give it, what's the word? No, would at least give it a fair chance. For example, I would have respected it a lot more if you'd have taken the contract behind the scenes, sent back your, gone back and forth with negotiations for a little while, and then if it fell through, and for example, Team Don Spenny were being unfair on a particular point, look, me the Pork, we tried to make this fight, but Don Spenny said that, oh, we'd have to walk out naked. And he said that the fight is doubling down on it, and he wouldn't change it. That's what you should have done. That's what someone who's being honest and was giving it a fair chance would have done. You ain't want to smoke. And like I said, we merciful here. Yeah, Team Don Spenny is merciful. So what you need to do is come out and say, listen, truth is, I'm tired of playing games. I'm tired of wheeling out my fake legal goofies, DeFreitas, DeMuppetus, yeah? Oh, I'm sorry. Listen to Pork. You need to come out, you need to wheel yourself out and your fake legal Don and say, truth is, I just don't want to smoke. Because that's the truth, innit? The truth why you're trying to expose contracts. Because for me, the fact Spenny sent the contract, that proves he's serious. Pork, what have you done to prove you're serious? Oops. Yeah? That's 1-0. Sending a contract of intent is serious. What have you done? Oh, what, you jumped online and talked about how wrong it all is, but didn't send a second draft, didn't send a revised proposal. But wait a minute, your so-called big legal Donny, DeMuppetus, didn't tell you that. Wait there, Pork. Do you think this is, or do you really want this fight? If you do, it's probably better not to. Well, sorry, it's probably best not to get online and just be goofy about it. Let's see if we can negotiate with these guys. That's what a true legal individual would have done. Not, yeah, mate, let's get on YouTube and go back and forth like Muppets. Yeah? But anyway, Pork, like I said, be merciful. What you need to do is come out, because you said, what was it, end of 2022? Or was it end of the year? Obviously, it's not going to be this year, but end of next year. What you need to do is, the fans want to know, Don Spenny wants to know, we want an update. Yeah? What's the timetable saying? Because I've got more videos coming soon, but the thing is as well, since you've been back, you've been saying a few things still. Yeah? Your mouth's been running still about, yeah, Spenny gonna get it at some point. So when? We want to know when. Because at the moment, you're just talking again. And I think what you think is that you're gonna, everyone forgot about it. The wire be off my neck now, so let me just slide back into that lane of roasting Spenny. But that can't work. Yeah? Them times are, listen, Pork. Them times have been over. Yeah? Them times of you jumping on, just running your mouth, and not backing up with the hands, that's over. It's been over. Yeah? So what you need to do is wheel back in that defacus, yeah? Wheel back in defacus and get online, and we want to hear what's going on with the hands. All this talking rubbish, no good. Hands. We want to know about the hands. Yeah, Don Spenny, he rock hard for you. Yeah? Don Spenny, listen, Pork. Don Spenny has got a different kind of love for you. It's that deep prison love. Yeah? It's that deep first time in prison love. Yeah? And to be fair to Pork, he been to prison, so he know them ones. Yeah? 100%. He know a lot about them deep first prison loved ones. You best believe that. And I told you before, when you go to jail, yeah, and you're cushing for the pushing, let's be honest now. When Pork went to jail, he was bullibus. He was cushing for the pushing. He weren't running no jail. Yeah? In fact, if anything, never mind running, he was getting run on in jail. 100%. They was running trains on him. Choo-choo. Yeah? All that. Choo-choo. You best believe that as well. Because cushing for the pushing, that's what you call home comforts. We know certain men, they like the bigger women. So when the Pork went to jail, it was game over. Yeah? He was able to service all the man. He's too bulbous. No doubt. So like I said, let's get back to the point. The point is, Don Spenny wants to know. Well, Don Spenny, number one, he think you're sweet. Number two, what's going on? He want you bad. Yeah? And like I said before, no one didn't ask you to keep running your mouth. Now, you make these allegations about other people and whatnot, and that is what it is. You ain't never showed no proof, though. You made allegations of everyone, but you ain't never showed no proof. Where are they doing that at? Oh, I've got a whole bunch of allegations, but I ain't got no proof. Oops. And unfortunately, Don Spenny told you he ain't the one. That's what he ain't. Yeah? He ain't the one. He ain't Bean. He ain't Caldwell. And unfortunately for you, he want you. So, no more goofy videos, no more indirects. We want to know what's going on. Yeah? We want a timetable. And I'm not being funny here. Why are we waiting? And that's why I know this guy ain't serious. That's why I know this guy's shook. Because you don't have to wait for... if you're serious, yeah, a contract can be signed now for the future, if that makes sense. That would show people that you're serious. If you just sat down and not tried to expose this, I'm not sure what you thought you was exposing, but if you'd have been serious, they could have got a contract signed for the future. Yeah? But the fact you didn't want to do that shows your real intentions. Your intentions are to weasel out. That's why you made up this whole story in the first place. You planted all the, you know what? I'm sure you jumped out of a window or something, truth be known. Yeah? When I put the first video out of Don Spenny airing you out, I think you jumped out the window in Turkey Hotel and you thought, your heart dropped. Listen, I've been there. We've all had anxiety. We've all had anxiety before, yeah? When you saw the YB's video come through and Don Spenny was airing you out, telling you how bad he wants you, you jumped straight out of that window. Because you listen, like I told you before, your heart dropped, your adrenaline dropped, and you was panicking. You thought, oops, I've done it again. The same way I did it when George Groves pulled up for me. Yeah, don't forget that, Pork. George Groves pulled up, and your heart dropped again, and your back end fell out. Yeah? But like I said, listen. All you got to do, if you don't want it with Don Spenny, come out and apologise. Say you was wrong. Say you made it all up. All the lies you was talking about, woman this, woman beater that. You made it all up, and you want some mercy. You're pleading for some mercy from Don Spenny. Yeah, that's what you need to do right now. Because it's all well and good. We all have a go on John Fury, but John Fury, don't back it up. You're now in the same situation, and it's no good wheeling out that dopey Max. It's no good wheeling out domestically abused Max. Yeah, he ain't no good. He's 40 IQ. He's struggling. He down bad. Yeah, please don't wheel out domestically abused Max. I'm gonna get and you know what? If you're not careful, I'm gonna get Max to one of them women's shelters. Because you're the way. Listen, Pork. The things you do to Max, yeah, not good. Yeah, he needs to be taken to a shelter. Anyone who knows Max, please get him to one of them women's shelters. That's where he needs to be, because he abused 100%.